What's up, good people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Isaac Insights. Thank you so much for continuous support. And good people, today I'm back in western part of Kenya. Yesterday I was in Nairobi. The other day I was in Nyeri and Murang'a. We thank God for the glory. We thank God for blessing us, even the journey, moving across the country that way, and you arrive safely. It's just the power of God that is with you. So for me, I just say thank you, God. And also thank you, my people, because you are the reason why I move across. If you are not watching these videos, then singepata your platform. And good people, today I want to address one thing in construction. Most people always ask, how long will I take to build a 3-bedroom house? How long will I take to build a 2-bedroom house? And how much will it cost me? In fact, the question of how much will it cost me is one of the reasons that makes a lot of people have been planning to build for the last 5 or even 10 years and they have not built. Please don't ask that question, how much will a 3-bedroom cost me to build? As much as that question is good to be answered, but it may discourage you to start your project. Maybe just to enlighten you, with whatever amount you have, you can start with it. And I always say construction take time. By the way, let me answer this question here. If you have money, a 3-bedroom house is supposed to take 4 months to be completed. And maybe let me just give you a breakdown of how this 4 months comes in. I know someone somewhere will tell you, I will build that house with 2 months. Another person will tell you, I will build that house with 1 month. In fact, if someone tells you that he or she will build that house with 1 month, rule him out. He's going to mess you. Number 2, if someone gives you 2 months, you also need to question the integrity of that house. The reason why I'm saying so is this. Building a 3-bedroom house from foundation to wall plate, it's supposed to take 2 weeks from foundation to wall plate. That is, if there is no break. And also, if the ground is okay and it's a flat place, hakuna maji mingi, nini, that is if the ground is okay, right? I know someone will say 2 weeks are a lot of weeks, but as you tell me that, ask yourself, how many courses are we supposed to build in a day if we want the integrity of our house and the structure to be strong? How many courses are we supposed to build in a day? So if you are planning to do it with less than 2 weeks, then sorry. Now this is the process. We need to build your foundation, then walls, we do the ring beam, then we do the last 2 courses if you are building with stones, and 4 courses if you are building with bricks. Now those 2 weeks, you also need more 2 weeks to do curing. As much as you have money, as much as you have roofing ready, it's advisable, and even anyone who is doing roofing will tell you that you need to take at least that is minimum 2 weeks to do your roof. Failure to that, or anyone who has gone against that, go and look at your lintel or your ring beam, utapata imecrack if you rush to do roofing. So it's advisable, after 2 weeks, let your house you cure for 3-4 days, and then wache ikauke for the next 1 or 2 for the next 2 weeks. So I will say that first part will take you, and then the roofing process itself will take approximately 1 week. So you add, we are at 5 weeks kufikia nini, kufanya roofing, right? After roofing, you go to the next step. After roofing, the next step is we need to do plumbing, which will take you like 2 days. Plumbing, that's electrical piping and pointing. plus hii ya maji pia, water piping and drainage. That one needs to take like 2 days. Then after that, this is a person who has money already, but for those of us wenye tunatafuta, I will come on your side. Na nenda na huyu mtu akona pesa tayari, anataka malize hii nyumba, arudi US ama arudi America ama arudi kule kwa Obama. Yes. After piping, you will need to do what we call plastering. Plastering for a 3-bedroom house is supposed to take 2 weeks. Ndio ifanyike vizuri. Plastering has a lot of things, by the way. Please, never mistake that maybe plastering it's only those walls. For me, plastering involves kutengeneza kitchen worktops, kutengeneza hii serving worktop, kufanya infills, kufunika hiyo nyumba around, fitting the windows, fitting the frames. I always categorize them as fitting, as plastering. So I know when I say that, someone will feel like maybe I'm wrong. That we have a house that we are doing in Oyugis, and I will be there tomorrow to showcase what we are doing so far, and you will be seeing what I'm saying. The frames were fitted earlier, but when we reached on ground and you saw that video, if you have not watched the video, it's just on the comment section, you find those frames zinafaa zitolewe zikuwe fitted vizuri. So there is also a lot of work in plastering. So it's supposed to take a minimum of 2 weeks. That is wakutengenezea pavement, ukuta itengenezwe vizuri ndani na nje, infills ziekwe, maridadi za madirisha zitengenezwe vizuri. That work cannot be done in 1 week or less than 2 weeks. 2 weeks minimum, and it can go over that also. After that, now you can see if plastering is taking you 2 weeks, it means you also, after those 2 weeks, you add them on our first 5 weeks. That's a total of 7 weeks. After plastering, you need to give that house 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks. Ifanyiwe curing for the first 1 week, alafu iachwe ikauke vizuri. The reason why we always advise that is, ukirush kupaka rangi kama ukuta haijakauka, nyumba yako itakusumbua baadaye. Hiyo ndio unapatanga simiti inaanza kubambuka, the paint start peeling off, and it's not good for our clients. So we always advise, let your house dry in mother tongue for 3 weeks. So you can see the 7 weeks you will need to add 3 weeks. Even my client in Moranga, I told him he is very much ready with finishing, but I told him that, hey sir, listen, this is what we are going to do. We are going to give you quotation so that you prepare in the next 2-3 weeks so that we start the next stage. I know when I say that, someone will feel like mafundi wataniangalia waseme, Isaac, wewe utaki tufanye kazi continuous. But we also need to look at the client and also the results that we are expecting. So after sasa nyumba yako imekauka, after plaster nyumba yako imekauka, we come in with the finishing. Finishing, it involves doing ceiling, ukuta ndani na nje. That is, if it is skimming, ifanyiwe skimming, tiles ziekwe, rangi first coat ichapwe, tiles zikishaekwa ndani na nje, cabinets ziekwe pia pale jikoni, wardrobes zitengenezwe. Then believe me, that process, because it always go hand in hand, that is, watu wa plumbing wanafanya fitting na wa tiles wanafanya. And also, this is an advice, fitting of toilets is always done after tiling. I hope that one will be understood. Usifanye mistake kwa kuwekea choo ndio mtu wa tile akuje. Ni tiles zinaekwa alafu choo. I understand our fundis or our plumbers will come because kimekauka na nataka a day's meal. They will reach out and tell you tunaweza weka hizi choo ndio mtu wa tiles akikuja anajua vile anachonga. It's not advisable. Fitting the internal doors it's supposed to be done after we have done what we call fitting tiles. Usipofanya hivyo, mlango itaekwa, fundi wa tiles akuje hakuambia hii mlango inafaa itolewe kwanza, you will be going that is double cost. And I always say that those are some of the reasons that people always incur extra cost in construction. So assessing the finishing of a 3-bedroom house, it's supposed to take exactly 1 month. That's minimum 1 month. That is ceiling, wafanye ceiling, wafanye chini, that is tiling, waweke rangi, wafanye skimming, rangi yekwe vizuri both inside and outside, and any other work that is supposed to be done. Minimum, it's always 1 month, but it can also even go to 2 months. So good people, as you prepare to start your project, you need to know those timelines for whoever has money. But for those of us who are not building, waiting to accumulate all money, you can see. Now let's count. Let's count just to prove to you that 4 months is what we need for us to do our house. The first 2 weeks, then we need also extra 2-3 weeks. 3 weeks are perfect, so 5 weeks. And then the second, so a total plus roofing, it is a total of 6 weeks, right? That is doing plus your roof. Then we come in for plastering. You also need extra 5 weeks. That is, you do the plastering both inside and outside, and plumbing being done, and then you leave it to dry up in a kauka, and then you will also need like another 5 good weeks. Yes, after those 5 weeks, so 5 weeks plus 6 weeks, we are at 11 weeks. 11 weeks with less than 1 week to figure 3 months, right? And then after that, we will come in, we do the ceiling, tufanye nini, all those finishing. If you have money, can be done at a go. And ni tunapanga tu wa ceiling anafanya, wa tiles anafanya, hivyo. Hiyo inaenda concurrently. And then we do fitting. It will take you a minimum of 1 month, but I will say it's better you approximate 1 month, 2 weeks, but let's go with 1 month. So you can see the 3 months for the first phase and second phase, and then this third phase taking another month. It's a total of 4 months. That is if you have money. But if you don't have money, you are at a good place. What you just need ni kuachana na pressure. Fanya kazi yako kitaratibu, juu hata ungekuwa na pesa ungechukua miezi 4. Good people, up to there I say thank you so much. I'm making the next video, so ensure you watch that next video, because it will be more sweet than this one, because I will be telling you in that video that mbona unaogopa kwanza kujenga na uko na 1 million. Anza na ile yenye uko nayo, hii mambo ingine ifuate pole pole. You can see the pressure that comes with construction, but we always say that when you decide that you want to build your dream home, go zero pressure. Up to there, good people, I say thank you so much. Mungu awabariki. Mungu awabariki familia zenu na kila mmoja wenu. Kile kitu unakifanya, Mungu akisimamie na ufaulu. Up to there, I say thank you. Mungu awabariki.